Number four. Number four of the reasons why you're not in an ideal relationship or not with your soulmate. Part of the journey is being alone, and you are looking for a savior. But number four is part of the journey is being alone. The spiritual journey, going to myself, the spiritual journey. I started out as a Jehovah's Witness because my mother was a Jehovah's Witness. So that was my first step into everything. I went from being a Jehovah's Witness, figuring out that the Jehovah's Witness religion was nothing more than a cult, and a cult ran by white men who made a lot of this shit up and didn't put blacks in power. So I left that and went to the nations of gods and earth, the 5% nation of gods and earth. Then I left that and studying metaphysics. Went and studied with Asar Set in Brooklyn. Not a lot of people aren't familiar with Asar Set, but Raul Nefermen, author of Medu Netter, started studying with him. And then I branched off and started studying other things. However, I would say that joining organizations is great because it gives you structure. It gives you a finish line if the organization is running right to mastery of self. The spiritual organization, is running right. It gives you a blueprint to mastery of self, and it gives you an outlet to express yourself amongst people of commonality or common mind. However, no one is going to save you but you. No one. Not a soul. Not your mama, not your daddy, not the guru, not the minister, not the spiritual teacher, not the high priest, not the prophet, not the prophetess. No one's going to save you but you. So a lot of times people get into relationships with people and they think this person's going to save them, right? Oh, if I get with her, she's going to be able to help take me to the next level. If I get with him, he's going to be able to help take me to the next level. And this is not just spiritual, this is financial as well, right? If I get with them, they're going to help take me to the next level. Well, why are you looking to them to take you to the next level, sir, ma'am? Why are you looking for someone else to take you where you need to go? Why are you putting that responsibility on someone that you met? Even if it's financially, why don't you want to have your own? Now, if you get with someone and they're like, look, babe, I'm doing X, Y, Z. I want to do this grinding while you work on your book, you design clothes, you create art, you do music, whatever it is, and you do your YouTube videos, whatever it is, and that person decides that they aren't going to do that for you, great. You should still be doing, again, one of those things on the side. You shouldn't just be laying home on Facebook or Instagram and eating fucking Takis all day. You should be doing something with that time that this person afforded you, right? And one of those things you should be doing is trying to find a way to make money so that this person that is supporting you doesn't burn out. Because that person that's supporting you is supporting two people. And if you have children, they're supporting you and that other person. So it's not right just to depend on them and let them burn out. You should be pursuing your dreams, pursuing your goals. And hopefully that person that is working and grinding is also doing the same thing, right? If he's, and this goes for the housewife too, or, the man who's taking care of the kids or whatever while the wife works, it happens. So, but this person is not designed to save you. Even if it is a person that's taking care of all the bills and funding you for everything, this person is not designed to save you. They're not here to save you. You can only save yourself. Because what happens if the wife or the husband or the boyfriend or the girlfriend, God forbid, get in a car accident and die? What happens if they get locked up? What happens if they catch a fatal disease? Then what happens to you? So part of the spiritual journey is being alone. and doing things on your own. It's good to have people to help. It's good to have people to assist. It's good to have that twin flame or that soulmate by your side when you're trying to achieve a goal, or even if you're just relaxing and want to have fun. It's good to have someone by your side that understands you and that cares about you and that's willing to love on you. But if you're not doing any of things on your own, don't expect to get that from someone else, because the energy that you're giving off does not attract that, and it does not warrant that. And because the energy that you are giving off does not warrant that, it's going to show in your attitude. And that attitude will not work with someone who is serious about loving you. It will turn them off, and it's going to be so subconscious that you don't even realize that it's there. So that's number 4. Part of the spiritual journey is being alone, by yourself. Stop looking for someone to save you. Number five of the 7 reasons why you do not have your ideal relationship. You are not aligned and moving with your purpose. Now you're saying, Rob Blackstorm, what does that mean? I do not even know what my purpose is. I don't even know why I'm here. I think I'm just supposed to be here to die. That's my existence. What am I here for? Well, I'll tell you what you're here for. You are here to find what you love, master what you love, so that you can live what you love. One of the things I love doing is I love learning. I love growing. I love spirituality. I love neuroscience. I love cosmology. I love magic. I love esoteric things. And I love great conversation. And I love music. So these things that I love, and I love writing. So these things that I love, I pursue. These things that I love, I create according to these. These things that I love, I implement in my daily life. These things that I love, I do on a repetitious basis so that I can continue to project that love, so that more things come to help me manifest more love. That's the game of life, and that's the purpose. And how you know or how you find out what it is what gives you the most energy. If you're doing art and art just makes you feel awesome, then that's what you're supposed to do. If you're doing music and music makes you feel awesome, then that's what you're supposed to do. Right? If you're speaking and you're a speaker and you just love speaking to people, then that's what you're supposed to do. If you're a gossiper and you love gossip, that's what you're supposed to do. If you like having sex with random people on random days, then guess what? That's your purpose. That's what you like to do. You understand? And you may say, wow, that's an extreme. Isn't that person a hoe or a slut? Again, that's perspective. If this person loves having sex more than anything else in the world, in fact, if you take away all the money in the world and this person just wants to have sex, that's their purpose. Maybe it's to heal people through sex, right? Maybe they don't even know they're healing people through sex, but their passion is able to heal people through sex. The energy of their passion is able to heal people. So you have to get in alignment with your purpose. When you're in alignment with your purpose and when you're moving towards your purpose, again, even if you have a secular job, you should still be moving towards your purpose. This spiritual walk is a lifestyle. It's something that you have to commit to doing every day. Listen, I used to be the greatest I used to be the greatest lit professor in the world. By lit professor, I mean talking about spirituality, talking about high science, talking about esoteric ideals and aspects, talking about the Kabbalion and everything is mind and all that good stuff that we hear from all these New Age teachers. But I wasn't living it. I knew the information. I could recite it very well. I could talk about it to anybody. But behind closed doors, I was bullshitting. I was watching the game. I was playing PlayStation all day. I was looking for pussy all day. You understand? I was not aligned towards my purpose. So during that time period, I was meeting people that weren't aligned on their purpose either. My magnetic field brought people that weren't on their A game and weren't on their game because that's where I was. So how can I put out the energy if I want, for instance, right? You want somebody that goes to the gym, right? You want somebody that's fit. Nobody wants somebody that's just sloppy and unhealthy. Like, and granted, let's say you like people that are what they call BBWs, right? I like BBWs too, so I don't hate, I don't discriminate myself. But you like BBWs, right? You don't want somebody that's on my 600-pound life. And even if you do like that, you know, let's say you like somebody that's on my 600-pound life. That's what turns you on, because there's someone like, you know, there are some people like that's what they like. Everyone, you know, there's somebody for everybody. So that's what they like. If that's their purpose and they want to meet them, then wait, hold on. That's not what I was getting at. Let's say, okay, you meet this person. They're 600 pounds, right? They love you. You love them. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. The problem is if that person is 600 pounds and the other person is a professional bodybuilder. So the partner is 600 pounds, right? And the person is a professional bodybuilder. But they like people that are 600 pounds, even though they're a professional bodybuilder, right? They like people that are overweight. There's people, very rarely, I could say it's probably very rare, that someone who's a professional bodybuilder would like someone that's out of shape, right? That's very rare. And let's say they do get together, they like each other. What's going to happen is it's not going to last long. How could it? He's going to be going to the gym every day. You know, he's going to be eating certain foods. He's going to be on a certain diet. He's going to be looking at fitness magazines. He's going to be looking at things to improve his health and his physiology, while she's eating, you know, Hostess and, you know, boxes of pizza and burgers. Someone's not living according to their purpose. And what's going to happen is eventually one person is going to end up resenting the other. Because if someone is rising that you're close by and you're not rising with them, you're going to feel a certain way, especially if that's your partner. Because if you see their partner rising, you want to rise too. It's natural. There's something in your brain called mirror neurons. So when you look at something, you automatically want to copy it. It is natural. It's how children learn. It's why they develop, because of mirror neurons. And it's something that we adults have as well, which is why we're around, why energy is contagious. When we're around a certain type of person, we take on their energy because energy is contagious. So I say that to say this. Don't be the 600-pound person. Be the bodybuilder so that you can meet the bodybuilder. And I'm not talking literally. What I'm talking is whatever your purpose is. If your purpose is to make lollipops with onks on them, find somebody who likes candy too, and, you know, understands Kemetic spirituality or Egyptian spirituality. But if you're not aligned with your purpose and you're not living the life that you want to live, and not living the life that you love, and not pursuing the things that you love, and not pursuing your dreams, then how do you expect someone to want to align with you? Why do you expect that? You have no discipline. You're worried about what people think. And you're stagnant. Right? Because these are the results of you not following your dreams or not living your purpose and not trying to find out what your purpose is. For me, it took me so long to find what my purpose is of doing this, and I've been doing this for so long. Even when I was writing rhymes, my rhymes would be very conscious. My rhymes were always on this level, because I always had a spiritual leaning. I always liked learning. I always liked learning about spirituality. I always loved science. I always loved psychology. I like the inner workings of the mind. I love it. I love researching. This is what I love. So this is my purpose. So I'd have to find somebody that is on the same wavelength, that is trying to grow and get to a certain level of mastery, that takes their spiritual thing as a lifestyle and also knows that they got to get money to maintain a spiritual lifestyle, not being stagnant. Because if you're not living according to your purpose, I'm here to tell you that you're being stagnant. It's the reality. You're being stagnant. Your purpose is important. So if you're number 5, you're not aligned and moving with your purpose. Number 6. You aren't ready to be challenged. You want a twin flame. You want a soulmate, right? Now you meet this person, right? Let's say you meet this person, right, in the grocery store. Everything's great. They cool. They happy. You have fun times to make you laugh. When you see them, you get butterflies, all that good stuff. But they tell you, look, you might want to start eating a little better because it'll help you have more energy during the day so that you can get more stuff done. I notice when you come in, you just want to crash after work and you're tired. You're not really able to do anything else. And on the weekends, all you want to do is sleep. So maybe if you eat this, boom, you'll feel a little bit better. Now, a person, again, is required to be who they want to be. You can't force a person to be anything. But if you yourself are not ready to be challenged, and you met somebody that you call a twin flame, what is a twin flame? A flame is a fire. Fires burn. Fires rise. Fires cook. So your twin flame is going to be on the rise. He or she is going to be hot. He or she is going to be moving up. He or she is going to be moving ahead. This is what a twin flame is. They're not going to let you be stagnant. They're not going to let you sit home and play PlayStation all day. They're not going to let you make excuses about the white man. They're not going to let you say, oh, I have a felony, I can't get a job. They're not going to let you just live off them for years because the sex is good, or because they look good, or because you look good on their arm. That's not a twin flame. Twin flame is going to challenge you to grow. A twin flame is going to be growing all the time. That's a twin flame. So if you aren't ready to be challenged, this is not the life for you. And this is one of the reasons that you're not in an ideal relationship. Because you're not ready to be challenged. You are not ready to grow. You're comfortable with who you are. You're comfortable in what you are. No one can force you to grow. But everything in life is growing, with or without you. If you put a plant in your room, in a dark room, and you have light this big, guess what? That plant's branches are going to go. You have that shit all across the room, and the light is over here. That plant is going to start growing its branches towards the light. That little slit of light is going to be growing towards that light because everything is seeking growth and expansion in nature. This is your nature, right? Of course, there's times where hard times happen. You get stuck and you sit down, right? How Donnie McClurkin say it, we get down, we fall down, we get up, right? So one of the reasons why you may not have your ideal soulmate is you're not ready to be challenged. You're comfortable. You don't want to grow. And you have to be real with that. last but not least, number 7. In 7 reasons why you do not have an ideal mate or ideal partner. You eat bad foods. And by bad foods, yes, I mean diet, as far as what you take in physically, because bad food has an effect on the body. You could do this experiment at home. It's cool to show the kids too. Get a bucket, if you can, an empty paint bucket. In some cases, you could even do this in a tub. You fill the tub up with water, depending on how big the tub is, right? You can fill the tub up with water, or you could do this in a bucket, an empty bucket, big bucket. Try to get a big, like a big paint bucket, right? Fill it up with water. You get 2 cans of soda. 1 can of soda is going to be Diet Coke. 1 can of soda is going to be regular Coke. You are going to put both cans in the water. And then you will see that the Diet Coke can is actually going to float on top of the water, while the regular Coke can is going to sink to the bottom of the water. Why is that? Because Coca-Cola has high fructose corn syrup. High fructose corn syrup is basically corn that they grinded and made it into a syrup and put it into your sugar as sweetener. It's heavy as fuck. So it's heavy on your body. So because it's heavy on your body is mostly made of water. So that high fructose corn syrup sits in your stomach and sits in your gut, and it takes forever to break down. Meanwhile, the diet soda has what I forgot what they call it, what the name of it is. But it's a sugar, a form of sugar. They actually found it when they were testing rat poisoning, believe it or not. So you're literally ingesting small portions of rat poison whenever you drink diet soda. That's why it tastes like that. But so diet is important. And I'm using that one example. I'm not going to go into all the foods and stuff. You know, they'll do a video with different foods that you can eat to develop yourself and to maximize your internal talents. But you eat bad foods. That's one of the reasons. And another bad food is you taking bad information. You taking gossip. You watch mad reality shows. All you do is watch sports. All you do is listen to violent rap music. All you do is talk shit about niggas. All you do is talk shit about women. All you do is fuckery. Right? Nutrition is not just physical. Nutrition is food for thought. Nutrition is ideas. Every morning I wake up, I am grateful. That's the first thing. I find 5 things to be grateful for. Then after I am grateful, I visualize my day, what I want my day to be. I'm in sales, so I try to visualize myself closing deals in the morning. I visualize what my deal dashboard looks like. Then I do some push-ups, right? Try to do a couple, even if I can only squeeze in 10, I try to do at least 10 push-ups, which is nothing, but if you're rushing and you pop out a quick 10, it feels good because you still hit something, you still did something. And also exercise is just good for the mind. It makes you feel good, right? So you you're pumping dopamine, oxytocin every time you work out, which are feel-good hormones. I don't watch the news. I go on social media usually. Oh, what else do I do? And I meditate. I try to meditate every morning. Sometimes I don't have time. If I don't have time in the morning at my home, I meditate when I'm on the train. I take the train to work because I work. Well, you don't need to know that, but I take the train and I meditate there. And there's some days where I might be caught up doing something and I can't. So if I don't, I meditate at night. But I try to meditate as much as I can once a day. And there's some days that I do miss. I am working on bettering that, but at least 4 days a week of a meditation, at least one time a day, because it is important. And mainly for the purpose of what I said in the first part is you have to reprogram yourself. You have to affirm. You have to revisualize. You have to visualize. If you want this person, you have to visualize who they are. You have to visualize what they'll bring to the table. You have to visualize what they're going to be for you. You have to put that intention out into the universe. And you also have to be that. You have to be that partner for that person now. Which means if you want somebody that's in good shape and is going to fuck you for 2 or 3 hours, then guess what? You got to be in good shape to be fucked or to fuck somebody for 2 or 3 hours. So you're going to have to start working out if that's the type of person that you want that's in good shape. If you want someone that is smart and intelligent, then guess what? You're going to have to be smart and intelligent as well, right? If you want someone that is a good person, decent person, you know, respectful, then guess what? You have to be that as well. So what's your food? What's your food for thought? What's your food for spirit? What's your food? What's your food? Or is it bad food? The news, junk TV, gossip, hate, jealousy, envy, you know, them sins, gluttony, them sins in the Bible. Is this your vibe? And you got to be honest with yourself too. You got to take some time alone, which is what meditation will do. But if you don't want to, well, I'm not going to say you don't, because you should be. Honestly, it's 2019. Like, you should be meditating. And you should be trying to achieve goals. And the things that you love are going to bring you financial success. If you start following the things that you love, it's going to start bringing you financial success. If you take an hour or 2 hours a day doing what you love and working on what you love, you're going to become successful. Shout out to El Melchizedek. Shout out to the Hood Mystic. Shout out to the people that have subscribed. You know, this has been something new, and I'm surprised by, you know, the following and the responses that I'm getting, and I'm thankful. But if I didn't put this out, there is none of this, you know, and I'm not getting paid off this, you know, right now. But the goal is to get bigger than this and to expand, because I feel like, and I'm not trying to save anyone, to be honest with you. I'm just giving you information that has helped me personally and giving it back because my ancestors told me that this is my mission and this is my purpose. But ultimately, me giving you this information is me saving myself, because that's the goal, mastery. The goal is to be a master, even in a world where you will never master. And even in a world that you will never master, the goal is always mastery, because you wake up to a new sun each day. You wake up to a new sun each day. So the goal every day is mastery. Once you wake up, you have a new day to start over. So what is your food for thought? What is your food for body? As above, so below. How are you taking care of yourself? How are you treating yourself? How are you thinking about yourself? How are you pampering yourself? How are you judging other people? Are you judging them with the same measuring stick you want to be judged with? Do you have discipline? Are you able to direct your thoughts to an intention and manifest it? Are you willing to put in the work? Or are you just talking shit? Are you just trying to impress your friends on social media? There was a while where I was just talking shit. This is the reality. There was a while where I was just talking shit. And it wasn't until I started implementing the shit that I was talking that shit started to happen. That money started to come. Opportunities started to come. Women that I wanted started to come. Now, I may not have been at the best space to hold them, and I may have even expressed that at the time. I may not have been the person, and I may have been rushing, you know? That's been my problem, rushing into relationships, getting emotionally caught. But you live and you learn and you figure out what it is that you did bad, and you learn how to do it next time. That's what life is. Life is lessons. You know, you might even see a tree, right, looking for the light, and that tree branch coming from the plant, right? So you plant the plant over here, that tree branch looking for that little dot of light might go through all type of curves and obstacles and around this and around that just to get to that light. So we all do that. We all seeking, well, if you're serious, you're seeking mastery, spiritual mastery. And if you're seeking mastery, then you're going to find someone hopefully find someone that's seeking the same thing. And you're going to have to kiss a few frogs to get there. That's just how life is, right? But you shouldn't be kissing so many frogs that you become a frog, right? Because in neuroscience, they say neurons that fire together wire together. But in spirituality, we're going to say that I'm gonna make this up with y'all right here. So in neuroscience, it's neurons that fire together wire together, which means that the thoughts that you think create a neural pathway, which you could call it the yellow brick road in the Wizard of Oz, right? They went off to see the wizard and realized the wizard was themselves. So that's your neural pathway. You going to see the wizard. And that's the way you see the wizard, or the wiz within yourself, or the magician within yourself, is by creating these thoughts. So we could say thoughts combined with force create reality. Thoughts combined with force create reality. I wish everyone great relationships. I hope this was eye-opening, this series. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. And I'd love to hear from you. Rod Blackstorm, peace, power, prosperity, and love to all of y'all.